Christmas, not elections, are in the air in Chile. But first, citizens will have to vote in a mandatory constitutional referendum. Such is the lack of enthusiasm that we couldn't find a single person who had read the draft.
No.
I don't have time. This is the third referendum in 3 years to replace Chile's dictatorship-era constitution, once seen by an overwhelming majority of Chileans as the root of their social inequality. Nearly 80% of people voted in favor of writing a new Magna Carta. But when the draft was finally finished last year, Chileans rejected it as too radical. This time round, the pendulum has swung in the opposite direction, to the extreme right wing. This is the draft constitution that Chileans rejected last year, and this is the new version. They have very little in common. In this one, the state guarantees social rights such as health, education, welfare, women's rights, and the protection of the environment. This one also supports those rights, but doesn't guarantee them. In fact, in many aspects, it's far more conservative than the current constitution.
Even pharmacies could refuse to sell the day after pill, or schools can refuse to accept your child or expel him if you're a single mother. It doesn't recognize the right to equal pay for men and women.
Former President Michelle Bachelet plans to vote no, while former President Eduardo Frei will vote yes.
Chile must end these 3 years of social and judicial uncertainty about the future. That impacts our standard of living and limits investment.
But many ordinary Chileans, like 80-year-old Faundes, are fed up. I've lost all faith in the idea that a new charter will improve our lives, he says. An opinion that seems to reflect widespread constitutional fatigue, driven by anger with all politicians. Luci, Newman, Jazeera, Santiago.